Just because a lady works in a bar does not mean she's a bad person. Wow. Now with my shades on, that looks like a freaking face. Called what we say 2 week millionaires, right? Like, screw it, man, I'm drinking every night and I'm partying every night because I'm on holiday. And that's fantastic. I have friends that have married ladies from the bar. And those marriages have lasted 30, 35 years. Okay, everyone, good afternoon again. We are back. No accessory microphone, tagged here and none tagged on the phone. So we're going to test the difference. Invictus Maneo. If you know, you know. A few videos ago, I was talking about the sick buffalo. Okay? The women and the money in Thailand situation. And I want to make perfectly clear, not all people, not all foreigners are the same, not all Thai people are the same. They don't act the same. They each have good and bad. We all do have good and bad in us. Okay, now I'm going to rotate so you can see something other than me, you know. Some greenery. I've got a couple of friends in the chat that love this. One particular individual, I won't name him, but he actually used to live here. And I'm talking here in the same city that I live in. And so he said he enjoys the walks and the changes and the stuff like that. And I do too. I like looking at scenery. I don't need to look at somebody's face. Anyway, so the money thing. It starts out with, now we're gonna put it all into one bowl, okay? One basket pertaining to bars, which I'm going to say again, just because a lady works in a bar does not mean she's a bad person. She's a victim of circumstance, literally. Now, many of these people, this land has been passed down to them for generations when the king gave them land. If you do something with that land, like in this case plant rice or plant anything other than weeds, not weed, but you know, weeds, you don't pay property tax. So a lot of times you'll see lots like, what are they growing bananas for there? Well, bananas grow fast and they're cheap to buy shoots. You know, already potted, a little, like a gallon-sized jug, right? In America, we call it a gallon. Wow. Now with my shades on, that looks like a freaking face in the bark. Wow. That's pretty cool. Boy, am I getting sidetracked. Okay, so back to the money thing. Guy meets lady in the bar, buys her some drinks, takes her home, exchange of money, exchange of bodily fluids. Okay, we get the picture. But then the next day he gets a text message. Hey, I need money. Can you send me 500 baht? It's like, that's chump change to us, okay? Because especially if we're a short-term, 1 month or less type of traveler, that's chump change. That's like we're 2 week, we call it what we say 2 week millionaires, right? It's like, screw it, man, I'm drinking every night and I'm partying every night because I'm on holiday. And that's fantastic. So he said, yeah, I'll send you I'll send you $15, 500 baht USD. And next thing you know, I was getting another request. Maybe the same, maybe a little more. Who knows? But this kind of continues. And as long as you continue, I'm not going to do a gratuitous shot because this is a young schoolgirl. But as long as you continue to give that money, they're going to give it. Now, pause. Going back to 01, 02, back in the day of the internet cafe and Skype, when I would call America, talk to my children and my wife, I went to the same internet cafe. And I got to know the lady that ran it. And every day these ladies would come in. At the same time, I was taking Thai lessons with my friend Bruce, who was also from Washington State, that was friends with the dive shop. He'd go diving every day. Every day we went out, he'd go. Instead of polishing a bar stool. There's time enough for that at night, right? So, but we'd go to class 3 times a week, and then we'd bounce that shit off each other when we're on the boat going out to the Far Islands, which means the islands beyond Koh Larn, where the water's a little bit better. Okay, I don't want to rag on it too much, but there's a lot better places to dive than around Pattaya. So anyway, we're taking these lessons, so I'm starting to pick the shit up. And I'm hanging out with a Thai captain, a Thai cook, and my business partner, who had lived there over 30 years. So his Thai was impeccable. So I had the class, I had a classmate, and I had all these other people I could draw on to practice pronunciation, all the shit. Well, since then, I've gone half blind and I've gone deaf in one ear. So it's really difficult for me with the, doing the Thai language. Now, go back on track to current day. And, excuse me, go back to the internet cafe. These ladies would come in, and the lady that worked there spoke, read and wrote English. She reads and writes English, okay? Probably better than me. And the writing part. So, lady number 1 would say, I need to contact, let's just pull the name out of the hat, Joe. I need to contact Joe Smuckatelli. He fell in love with me. So, she would write down in Thai what she wanted to write. Wanted to say, oh, I love you so much, blah, 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 blah. When you come back, okay? Don't fall for that one. They always want to meet you at the airport. Why? So you don't show up unannounced at the bar because you've been sending her money to stay out of the bar. That's what we in Thailand call a simp, okay? Or a white knight, okay? Knight with a K. So, but she'd finish this letter to one, and then boom, she's on another one to another guy, and another. And like I said earlier in an earlier video, 10, 5, 3, doesn't matter. They've got these simps lined up because men are, now this is a very generalized statement. Men are weak and pathetic, okay? We get a good-looking woman looking at us and talking to us, all of a sudden our brain stops functioning, you know? You've got to be mindful of that. Like this beautiful flower here. I'm being mindful of that, so I'm going to stick my camera up to it. And I'm going to take a still photo of that, which is really nice. Now I can do that with my Osmo that's broken, but I've epoxied it and it still works. But I haven't quite figured out how to do the screenshot thing while I'm filming. It's a lot of little move your thumb this way and that way. So anyway, they will continue to ask for money. And as long as you're giving it, they're going to take it. I would. And I said those same words in another video. But pretty soon it becomes, my motorbike's broken. Mother needs surgery. Father needs surgery. The tractor broke and we can't harvest our rice. And we're so stupid we don't even know when rice season is, right? If they're even harvesting the rice. Because all you know is they're from Isan. Because when you ask the Thai woman, where is she from, particularly in a bar, they'll say Isan. Oh, okay. I say, yeah, Isan, but where? You know, how many provinces, this is an off-the-cuff question, how many provinces, blah, 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 God dang. How many are in Isan? Well, I honestly don't know. 10, 12, 15 different provinces? I don't know, half a dozen at least. So, you don't know where she actually lives. She could be in Sisaket, she could be in Saran, she could be in Mukdahan, where those poor monks got mowed down the other day. Just, you know, anywhere. So, tractor's broken. This is broken. I need tuition for my son. My son needs clothes for school. You name it, there's a thing for it. And there's always a, when you come back, I pick you up at airport. Okay, so that's really the end of that sick buffalo story. So, but I've had friends, many, because I was fortunate enough to have my business partner and other friends tell me, they schooled me, right? They filled me in on all the do's and don'ts. So what I would do is tell my friends the do's and don'ts. And it would be, some would take heed and some would fall right into the Venus flytrap. And all I would do is, I would never say I told you so. But I would laugh in their fucking face. Say, well, looking back, crossing the road, I see the dog in the mirror. Actually, I'm seeing a blemish in the mirror. Look at that. So, man, I see a dog. Well, I see me. And here's the dog. And I know that dog lives there and it's outside the damn gate. So I'm going to bring it some freaking water. I'm going to jump on my motorbike, come down. The poor guy's outside. But I don't know if they've abandoned it because all the other dogs are inside. So I'm not going to get into anybody's business, okay? Just not going to do it. Refuse to do it. Nice smile. Very nice smile. I hope you caught that on camera. I hope I caught that on film. I just smiled and nodded my head, and she smiled back. With these glasses, I can't tell if she was 80 or 30. Anyway, so don't fall for that. Okay? Oh, and just another hint to the wise, okay? If you're gonna partake in things like that, don't go to the first bar on the street or the soy that your hotel is on. Go to the one at the end of that soy and conduct your business. Because if your business doesn't turn out right and you decide to go somewhere else, you're going to have to walk past that same place every day. And it's like, shame, you know. Okay? Another thing I've been taught and picked up. So, I mean, it's pretty funny, man. But I've warned dozens, but half a dozen of them did not take heed. They fell into the trap. Now, coming back to me, I have friends that have married ladies from the bar. And those marriages have lasted 30, 35 years. They've been together forever. Okay? And again, not every woman in Thailand is a bar girl. It comes out of necessity because they're poor. Upcountry in Isan, let's say, but all over the country, there's poverty. Just like the United States has pockets of poverty. More now than in the past. Some people are doing great, better even, in the last few years, but some are doing worse. So the only way if she's not a young lady, if she's not educated, because the family was poor and we can't afford to hire somebody to help harvest the rice or to help do this, whatever they're working on, they pull that kid, literally 4th, 5th grade, out of school. And they go to work in the field. That's it. The extent of their English that they've learned has been in the bar, talking to us, you know, falang. It's sad, really. Really sad. Because it's out of necessity. It's not, they don't want to do it. But there are some that end up, the thrill, the getting plowed every night. Wrong choice of word. Getting drunk every night, right? And having somebody to talk to and that kind of thing, and feeling like you're on a pedestal. Man, my hat's just fucking crooked. What the? I'll just do this. Anyway, as you can tell, I really don't give a shit about being GQ or anything like that. I just want to block the UV. That's the main thing. Skin cancer and my eyes. So, that's what happens. Look both ways before you turn, Rich. And this damn meter's still leaking. The main meter. Not my meter, but the main one. Still pissing. Sorry about the chin shot there, guys. So, like I said, it's out of necessity, not out of choice. And it's a different ideology, a different... the word escapes me. And I've run over my limit now. So I'm going to end the conversation. But we'll go back to this subject at a later date. You know, stereotypes and necessity and all that kind of stuff. All right? I hope you learned something from this video and made it through the first 2 minutes, you know. That would be great. There'll be a description. It'd be pretty self-explanatory. But thanks for watching. Bye.